before smartphones, before video games, before the internet even existed. Growing up in the 1960s, America was a world of its own. It was a time when kids played outside till the streetlights came on, drank from the garden hose, and Saturday morning cartoons were the highlight of the week. Today, we're rewinding time to relive 10 things every American kid had in the 1960s. How many of these do you remember? Stick around to see how many you had. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite memory in the comments. First, a red wagon. Every kid had a little red wagon, usually a radio flyer. It wasn't just a toy. It was transportation. You hauled your toys, your dog, your little brother, sometimes even yourself, going downhill too fast. That little red wagon was a kid's first taste of independence, and maybe a few scraped knees. 2. A black and white TV with rabbit ears. Long before streaming or remotes, the television was a family event. And every kid in the 60s had to wrestle the rabbit ears to get the right channel. Cartoons like the Jetsons, Looney Tunes, and the Flintstones were our jam. And when the screen fuzzed out, you didn't complain. You smacked the side of the TV and prayed for a picture. 3. A metal lunchbox. Not just any lunchbox. This was a badge of honor. Whether it had Howdy Doody, Batman, or the Munsters on the front, you carried your lunch with pride. Inside, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a thermos of milk, and maybe a Twinkie if your mom was feeling generous. 4. Hoppity hop balls. They looked like oversized rubber balloons with a handle. You sat on one and bounced your way across the driveway, down the block, and occasionally into a bush. They didn't last long, but they were unforgettable. Eindaude. Banana seat bicycles. If you didn't have a banana seat bike in the 60s, were you even a kid? Long seats, high handlebars, and enough attitude to make you feel like Evel Knievel. Those bikes were freedom. And for many kids, they were the first time they ever felt fast. 6. Spirograph drawing. Kit endless circles, spirals, and geometric masterpieces, with just a pen and a few plastic gears. The Spirograph was a rainy day savior. It made you feel like a genius artist, even if you had no clue how it worked. Ieram. Nerf footballs. Soft enough to throw indoors, tough enough to survive the backyard. Nerf footballs were a rite of passage. Tossing one around after school was more than a game. It was the beginning of friendship, rivalry, and learning how to throw a proper spiral. 8. Candy cigarettes, yeah. It was a different time. Candy cigarettes were strangely popular, chalky, sugary, and slightly controversial even back then. But kids felt grown up pretending to puff on them, until mom caught you and took them away. 9. A transistor radio. It was pocket-sized magic. Kids tuned in to hear the Beatles, the Supremes, and Elvis Presley. Carried everywhere, clutched tight, your transistor radio was your window to the world and the soundtrack to growing up. Pataude. A set of Lincoln logs. Simple wooden pieces that let your imagination run wild. Before Minecraft, before Legos took over, Lincoln logs were how you built your empire. Forts, cabins, castles, all constructed on the living room rug with no instruction manual needed. Childhood in the 1960s was simple, wild, and a little magical. And even if the toys have changed, the memories never fade. So, how many of these did you have? Drop your favorite 60s memory in the comments. We read everyone. Subscribe for more trips down memory lane. And if you enjoyed this rewind, give us a thumbs up and share it with someone who lived it too. This is American Rewind, where the past lives on.